We had a little thing sneak through last night that caused some showers across our area. The bulk of the rain moved in, though, overnight. Now we're just tracking a couple of light showers, pockets of drizzle, and of course fog. Right now, our extreme southeastern communities dealing with some patchy fog from Trumbull to Mahoney and over into Columbiana, Stark, and down towards Tuscarawas and Carroll County. Up towards the lakeshore and northwest, no issues. Here's a look at Storm Fox, and there's a couple spots here where we're seeing some light showers, a sliver of rain pushing through parts of Wayne County, right along Route 3 there. As you head into the far southeastern corner of Medina County, in and around Wadsworth, Cuyahoga Falls just had one move through. We've got a brief light shower that's going to move in and around the Akron area, and then some pockets of rain here from Youngstown up towards parts of Trumbull County, and again down towards Columbiana. Temperatures right now in the upper 30s to low 40s depending on where you are. Now here's the thing, the temperatures that you feel right now, they'll likely stick around throughout the whole entire day. Unfortunately, it's one of those dreary days once again. Temps in the upper 30s in Sandusky to Lorain. West Salem checking in at 38, Westlake 37. Good morning to you. So unfortunately, I've told you yesterday, this is a cloudy weekend and we're going to be socked into the cloud cover here all day today, even by 4 o'clock 39. I still can't rule out a random stray shower or sprinkle throughout the entirety of the day. Now, as we get into tomorrow, not a lot of changes other than the temperatures are going to be a bit cooler here. We're talking temps mainly in the mid and upper 30s, so it will be a chilly day. Flurry, passing flurry, not out of the question, especially in the morning. And here you go. Here's our bright spot. Tuesday, that's the best looking day of the 8-day forecast. We've got sunshine returning back to our area and seasonal temps in the lower 40s. Now coming up, we're tracking a big system which is going to bring a huge pattern shift to our area coming up.
It's going to rain today.
Those voices. Creepy. All right, rain-wise, the bulk of the rain came overnight, so now we're just tracking slivers of light showers, pockets of sprinkles and drizzle across our area. Clouds remain today. It's going to be a dreary one. Temperatures in the lower 40s. Cincinnati has a shot at some sliver of sun. However, it's a lot warmer than us, 48 for our Browns. Looking at our West Geauga High School time lapse here, and we're looking at some rain around, the wet pavement, and then lots of cloud cover. Unfortunately, this look that you see here in Chesterland, that is here to stay. On Storm Fox, at least most of our areas are dry. Again, I'm tracking like little blips here in Wayne County, another one over into Portage County. So drizzle, cloudy, even some fog. You go towards our southeastern communities, that's where we're seeing visibility fall down to around 3/4 of a mile. So let's look at the big picture. Well, you look off to the west because that's where most of our weather patterns come in from, and not a lot going on. So the next couple of days, looking quiet for us. It's out in the Pacific Northwest where we're seeing this system start to develop. And when we put on our current conditions, you'll note that's a lot colder out in the Pacific Northwest compared to the Plain States, and as you head towards the northeast, also to the south. So eventually that cold air is going to head our way, and it's going to get a push from this next system. We do get a push of a touch of warmer air, especially in southern Ohio here on Wednesday. Temperatures will rise just a bit above average, but look at this huge trough that is digging and pulling in the colder air from Canada. That's going to filter on in come late Thursday into Friday, and this is our game-changing system. Our temperatures will be below average, and we're also watching the shot of Arctic air. That's going to continue to move down into Canada and possibly get into the lower 48 here by the time we get towards a couple of days towards Christmas. This is Tuesday, December 20th, and it's just banked to the north of us. So we're going to continue to watch that polar air because that could bring more changes to our area as well. So the second half of December looking much colder. All right, here's a look at future casts. I'm skipping ahead until Wednesday because we've got a couple of dry days on tap for us. Wednesday, late in the day, there is the chance of a few showers. You can see it gets here by 7 a.m. in the morning, but it stays more towards our western and southern communities. So by 8 o'clock, I can't rule out a few showers moving in. Now, as we get into Thursday, this is your wet day of the week. We've got rain around. It is going to be a washout. That exits, that system moves out. And behind it, the colder air closes in, and we're tracking a wintry mix to changing over to snow as we head into Friday. So by Friday, even into Saturday, we could possibly have some snow on the ground here in Northeast Ohio. Again, too soon to put numbers on it, but at least we're kind of getting excited that we might have some snow on the ground for Christmas. Normally, we see absolutely nothing here in Northeast Ohio for Christmas. About a coating 14% of the time, 23% of the time, an inch or more, and then 3 inches or more about 5% of the time here. So, you know, we're not looking at any kind of big snowstorms normally for Christmas, but there have been a few, remember? Here's a look ahead. Your bright day, Tuesday, lots of sunshine, low 40s, and then that big cold coming out in spots, more so patchy in our southeastern communities. So from Portage to Mahoning, down towards Columbiana, even in the Stark and parts of Trumbull County as well, we're seeing the fog. Downtown looking good. Anywhere to the north, visibility not an issue, just the cloud cover. We'd love to see some sunshine. You're not going to need your sunglasses whatsoever. Temperatures will hover right around where they are right now. We're going to be on either side of 40. Temperature 40 at Burke Lakefront, upper 30s Lorain, 41 Akron, 39 Ashtabula. Widening out the view, not a lot going on. So we've got a couple quiet days on tap for us. That system that brought us the rain, it is now well off to the east, bringing some snow in parts of New York and Pennsylvania. You go off to the west, not seeing any huge temperature change as of yet. You go beyond that in the Pacific Northwest, and we're going to talk about our next system that's already starting to develop coming up in this next half hour. So lots of cloud cover throughout the day today. Futurecast is being generous with the breaks. I'm not really expecting much of that throughout the day. So mostly cloudy, 39, 41 in the Akron-Canton area right around our lunch hour. As we head towards 5 o'clock, temperatures starting to dip already into the upper 30s and to mid 30s as we head towards 9 o'clock. Now overnight, I can't rule out a few flurries. That's about it. You're not going to get a dusting with that. It's just going to fly about the area. And also tomorrow morning, there's that flurry chance, but cloud cover, it still remains. Temperatures, though, on Monday will be a touch cooler. We're not getting out of the 30s, mid and upper 30s expected. And then finally, Monday night into Tuesday morning, we're showing signs of clearing, and we'll have lots of sunshine on Tuesday. It will be a cold start Tuesday, but it's typically how we should feel in the morning with temperatures in the mid 20s. 41, plenty of clouds today, stray shower, not out of the question tonight. Maybe a flurry or two, temperatures back down into the lower 30s. And then tomorrow, we're locked into the 30s. We're locked into that chill and cloudy conditions. Looking ahead, here's your bright spot. Tuesday, this is the pick day of the week. This is where we can enjoy some sunshine. Temps still, though, in the lower 40s. On Wednesday, clouds sneak back in. We might even have some showers in our far western and southwestern communities in the morning, but that should break up. Our next shot of rain on Thursday. Temperatures will sneak up into the mid 40s Thursday afternoon. We'll get windy conditions, rainy. This one's going to be a washout. By Friday, wintry mix pulls in behind it. The colder air comes crashing in. And as we look ahead into the upcoming weekend, a big difference here. We'll still keep the cloud cover around. Yes, that's the same. But you're going to need that heavy winter gear. Our temperatures will hover right around freezing, possibly mid 30s if we're lucky. And of course, when you get the colder air pushing in, we've got a good shot of snow here towards the second half of December. We'll talk more about that coming up, but it looks like we could possibly have a white Christmas this year. Back to you.
8:46, sometimes we sit here and we're like, what's safe?
Yeah.
What's safe anymore?
Yeah, that's just one of those things too. It's just, because like I said, that's the last thing you would expect
Yeah.
to happen, but it's been happening more and more often. So.
Yeah, protect yourself.
Right.
So many Grinches and Scrooges out there. I mean, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears, talk about our forecast. We saw that earlier picture of the city, heavy clouds all over everything. You
Yeah.
barely make out the profile. So is that going to be around all day?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
The next 48 hours, really. We're talking lots and lots of cloud cover. The good news, yes, is that it's not snowing, it's not raining, and it's not windy. So it's just a dreary kind of day, but that's kind of typical in December. We do get more cloudy days than sunny days here in Northeast Ohio. Where we could have more glimpses of sun, maybe down towards Cincinnati. That's what the Browns will be dealing with, temperatures in the upper 40s, light wind. Here's your cold nose forecast. I'm going to be sharing some of your festive pics. You can also send in your kitties and your cats. I know we've got a lot of feline lovers out there as well. We'll be showcasing them through the rest of the month here. This is Murphy. Murphy ready for Santa, also ready for sunshine. So so-so weather today and tomorrow. I know it's dry. You can get out and take your dog for a walk, of course. But Tuesday, that's your tail wagging weather day. We'll have sunshine around, temperatures in the lower 40s. Here's a look at your flats camera, and at times you see the ceiling lowering a bit. We did have Terminal Tower in a gorgeous view. I mean, downtown Public Square looking fantastic. If you're headed to any of the events downtown, no issues here today. Of course, you're not going to need your sunglasses, though. And on Stormbox, we're dry at the moment. There could be some pockets of drizzle or some sprinkles in and around our southeastern communities, but that's about it. You notice off to the west, we're rather quiet. So we've got a string of days where our weather is just kind of ho-hum or cloudy conditions. The colder air is locked over towards the Pacific Northwest. Eventually, this is going to be creeping into our area. Right now, temperatures there, Rapid City, 24, Missoula, 27, Kansas City actually at 28. We're currently sitting at 38. The cloud cover is allowing us not to drop. We'll get this kink, this little ridge here that moves in before our strong system middle of the week. That's going to bump our temperatures up into the mid 40s. Won't last long. The winds will pick up, and then look at this huge trough pulling in the air from Canada. The colder conditions, that's all going to arrive at the end of the week and into the upcoming weekend. And this is going to be our big pattern change. Now, one thing that we're going to be watching is this chunk of Arctic air. It's showing signs of moving south into Canada. Could it get into parts of the lower 48? I think it will, especially in the northern areas. But we'll be watching this chunk because as it continues to work its way to the south, we'll get some colder air in place the week of Christmas. And remember, we've been a lot warmer here this first half of December. Our winter outlook calls for December temperatures to end up being about 4 degrees below average. So we've got at least 20 to 21 days to make that up, and we're trending a lot colder. Now, looking ahead here, here's that system. We've got the widespread rain pushing in early Thursday. It's going to be with us all day long. That moves out, and then the snow moves in. We'll have a wintry mix initially on Friday. It's going to change over to all snow. That we will possibly have a coating of snow on the ground. Of course, too soon to tell, but signs are that we're going to get some snow in our area. Normally we get nothing around Christmas time. About 23% of the time we've had an inch or more. Less than 5% of the time we've had over 3 inches on Christmas. But remember, we've had some big ones on Christmas Day. Looking ahead here, here's your pick of the week. Lots of sunshine on. Good Sunday morning to you. The fog pretty much gone. We've seen so many signs of improvement here in and around our southeastern communities. Youngstown now up to 2 miles and no issues along the lakeshore points west. But unfortunately, we still have a lot of cloud cover. We could get lucky and get a few breaks from time to time, but clouds ultimately winning out. Temperatures hovering around 40 all day long, and that's where we're at right now. upper 30s to low 40s. It's 41 at the lakefront, 40 Akron, 36 in Port Clinton, and Ashtabula's checking in at 39. The average is low 40s, so we're typical for this time of year, but the average low, we're well above that. Normally should be around 29, and unfortunately, we're not going to see this. We didn't see the sunrise, and we're not going to see the sunset, and sunset is still for a couple more days before 5 p.m. That's going to change as we hit the winter solstice. All right, looking ahead, we've got the snow well off to the north and east of us. We are dry off to the west, so we've got a couple of days here where it's just quiet weather, and fortunately the cloud cover will break up and we'll get some sunshine, not for 48 hours though. So here it is on Storm Fox. We did track a few showers early on. Those have now exited our area. Could be some pockets of drizzle and mist though in our southeastern communities. Seeing some breaks in the overcast out in our far northwestern communities, and like I said, there's that potential, but really it's going to be a cloudy day. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s. Can't rule out a stray sprinkle or an isolated shower. That'll switch over to maybe a few flurries tonight into tomorrow morning as our temperatures dip down into the upper 20s and low 30s. So it's going to be colder tomorrow. You're definitely going to need your hat, gloves, coat. Temperatures not getting out of the 30s. We're well into the mid and upper 30s throughout the day. Finally, signs of clearing. We've got sunshine around when you wake up Tuesday morning. This is the pick day, because we've got huge changes headed in our direction, and we'll talk more about that coming up in our next half hour. 41 degrees today, plenty of clouds, spot shower tonight down into the lower 30s. Can't rule out that stray flurry or two. And then tomorrow, another cloudy day. Temps in the mid to upper 30s, so definitely chilly. Here's your bright spot Tuesday, mostly sunny, low 40s. You'll need the sunshine. Hope you can be able to get out and enjoy it somehow, because Wednesday, clouds increasing. We'll be watching. We could possibly have some rain Wednesday morning, but right now I'm keeping it clear. As we head into Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday, that's when the system starts to roll in. It's going to bring rain, wind, and that's going to continue all day long on Thursday, wrapping up with a wintry mix on Friday, changing over to all snow Friday night into Saturday as our temperatures continue to tumble into the low and mid 30s. It gets colder beyond that.
This war cuts theirs short.
All right, let's bring it back close to home and take a look at our forecast. And we've got cloudy skies, a little sun. Well, we saw
Trying
like
to sneak
just a
through.
hint,
Yeah.
a hint.
You could see a glimmer of it here or there, but yeah, clouds are going to win out your day, and tomorrow as well. But I do have a bright spot.
Okay, we're looking forward to this.
A bright
And I
spot. She didn't
also-
say a lot of
A-
them. She
I
said
have
one.
a bright spot. Yeah, it's got some changes headed
Yeah.
in our direction, but typical really for Northeast Ohio in December. We're not going to see a lot of sunshine throughout the whole entire month. I mean, clouds normally win out our month. Here's a look at your flats camera, and as you can see, we're dealing with a mainly cloudy sky. Send in your pets' festive pictures. I'll take kitties and cats too. Here's your cold nose forecast. This is Sadie's ornament. Sadie, deaf, blind in one eye, but still has that holiday spirit about. Now, if you want to take your pup for a walk today, so-so weather. I mean, it's just not great. We could do better, but temperatures right around 40 degrees. Tomorrow will be in the mid 30s, definitely chilly. Here's your tail wagging weather day on Tuesday. Lots of sunshine, temperatures right around average in the lower 40s. Now, what's the Browns forecast looking like here in Cleveland? Yeah, another dreary day, and I can't rule out a stray shower. Cincinnati, better shot of seeing those breaks of sun. Temperatures a little warmer too in the upper 40s. We're getting some breaks of sun over the lake, so lakeshore communities, you might get a glimpse of it here or there and over towards Ottawa and Sandusky County, but we're stocked in the cloud cover here to the south. Not a lot going on to the west of us. We've got a couple of dry days ahead of us. Pacific Northwest, that's where our next system lingers, and that's eventually going to be pushed our way as the colder air continues to infiltrate the area. So 38 degrees here, Rapid City checking in at 22. Here's the change. Watch this trough. Now we will get a brief period where our temperatures will go about 5 to 10 degrees above average, that coming middle of the week. But as this trough digs in, it's going to throw at us the rain, the wind, and ultimately cold temperatures as we wrap up the week. Looking at Christmas week, we'll be watching as this chunk of polar air starts to break free, head into Canada and possibly in the lower 48, the northern edge of it. So we'll see how far down it moves as we head into, let's say, December, Tuesday 20th, the 20th. That's Christmas week, and that's when things start to change even more. Now, we did put out our winter outlook last month, and we were going with about 4 degrees below average. Right now, we're 2.5 degrees above average. We have some catching up to do, but it's looking like this could actually be the forecast because temperatures are going to be ranging well below average the week, not this week, the week after that, and the week as we head into the last week of December. Here comes the rain on Thursday. It is going to be a washout. It's going to be windy. Temperatures will start off milder, and then as we head into the night, they're going to start to plummet. By Friday, we'll be tracking a wintry mix initially, changing over to snow. Next weekend, we could possibly have a coating of snow on the ground. Again, still too early to tell, but chances are that's likely going to happen. What about Christmas snowfall? Normally, nothing. That was 64% of our Christmases, we had nothing on the ground. 23% of our Christmases, an inch or more. Could we possibly have that this year? Well, with the colder air in place, I think we have a good shot at it. There we go.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name for a minute. Well, it has been 3 months since the United Kingdom lost its Queen, Elizabeth II.
But her meaning this year since the Queen's passing.
And those are very, very smart dogs.
Yeah.
Very smart dogs.
Are you dressing up your dog? They have like a Christmas sweater?
Or will Chester wear it?
Chester will destroy it. Teething, teeth falling out.
Okay.
Chewing on everything now.
Ella allowed us to put the sweater on. She did not look happy.
Yeah?
Like,
No?
take this off of me. So we have a bigger one now. Maybe I think it was a little too tight. We'll see what happens this year.
It'll be in the yard, you know, that what happens. It'll slip its way out of there. It's like, don't want to be bothered with it. But if you're going to walk the dog today, it's going to be a kind of a kind of day.
You know, there's lots of clouds around. There are some breaks in that overcast at times, though. But really, clouds winning out. At least it's dry. So we're going to walk the dog Saturday. So you know, clippers, you could get a quick shot of a coating of snow. So.
All right.
Me and clippers don't get along. All right. 8-ball, we're going to ask the question. Browns down in the nasty natty.
Nasty natty.
Taking on the Bengals. Will the Browns win?